Since it is from the writers of Deadpool, I thought I would wear this shirt. I mean, it's kind of appropriate, don't you think? Hi, this is Jason, and today I am reviewing Spiderhead, a new thriller/comedy released on Netflix that's based off of a short story written by George Saunders. It is directed by Joseph Kosinski, who did Tron Legacy, Oblivion, Only the Brave, and Top Gun Maverick, which I already reviewed on my channel this year. It is written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, who wrote the Deadpool films Life and Zombieland. It stars Chris Hemsworth, Miles Teller, and Jurvee Smollett, who is in Lovecraft Country. It is about two test subjects played by Teller and Smollett who have been taken to this island in the middle of nowhere where they are run by a visionary played by Chris Hemsworth, who is running some experiments on them just to test these new mind-altering drugs that he has created. I was curious to see this film because the plot did interest me and the cast and director got me interested. I do like Chris Hemsworth as an actor, not just as Thor from the Marvel films, but I also liked him in the movie Cabin in the Woods, which is a really good horror comedy. Please watch it in case you haven't. And I liked Miles Teller as an actor a lot. I liked him in Whiplash and The Spectacular Now. And you also have Joseph Kosinski directing it, who is not one of the best directors in Hollywood. He's made some pretty movies like Oblivion. Does have some really good cinematography though. But he also did Top Gun Maverick, which is a really good watch, and in my opinion, it's better than the original Top Gun, also starring Miles Teller. So with that in mind, I was giving this movie the benefit of the doubt. For me, one of the better parts of this film is the cinematography. This is shot by Claudio Miranda, who shot films like Oblivion, Life of Pi, and Top Gun Maverick, so he has worked with Joseph Kosinski in pretty much all of his films if you look at his IMDb page. This is a very nice looking movie with one shot that I won't give away. All I'll say it's a shot where characters are just looking through a window. That's all I'll say there. The sets look nice. They have a very futuristic look. The acting is pretty good. I liked Hemsworth and Smollett in the film, and Miles Teller is fine in the film. There are times where I thought he did a pretty good job, but there are times where I thought he looked tired in some of the more emotional scenes when he's supposed to get angry. And since this is from the writers of Deadpool, there are a couple of moments that did make me laugh, but really not that much. And those are pretty much the only positives I can find in this movie. The rest, though, not really. For me, I found this to be a very messy movie. The story isn't thrilling or engaging at all. It's just really a movie where people explain some things, and Hemsworth is trying to work on this new drug that he's developing that is supposed to get people to feel better and more energetic. And it focuses on that throughout the entire film. And a lot of that is told through exposition, and it really makes the film feel boring. There are scenes in this movie that feel very rushed, like when the movie starts, it already shows Teller on this island without, showing more explanations to why he's there, or at least a scene where Teller is in his place on mainland, and Hemsworth finding him and telling him about this facility that he should go to, and then show him at the facility. But there isn't a scene like that here. It just starts with him being there already. There really isn't that much character development here other than from Teller and Smollett. Like with Teller, you learn a little bit about his backstory through flashbacks, but really not that much. It's really just like one traumatizing moment that happened to him that is supposed to explain why he's in this facility, but it really doesn't explain a lot with those scenes. And you also learn a little bit about Smollett's life, and you do start to feel bad for her about what happened, but besides those two, everyone else doesn't really have much to them, like Hemsworth making this drug to make people feel better, and you don't understand why he wants to make this drug. You really don't get to know his motivation or his reason why he wants to do that. This movie's trying to be both a thriller and a comedy, and those tones just don't mix well. Like, there are times when it's supposed to be intense and suspenseful, and then at times they would play like a random song in the background that just doesn't mix with what they're going for. Like, there's a scene in one scene that I'm not gonna give away, but I'll say it's supposed to be a suspenseful scene, but then the "You Make My Dreams Come True" song starts playing in the background. Guys, at the end of the day, Spiderhead is not a very good movie. Sure, it does have some nice cinematography, some good acting, and an intriguing plot, but it doesn't really save it from a very messy story, a tone that goes all over the place, barely any character development, and thrills that just aren't, well, thrilling. Now, I can kind of see what they were going for. They were trying to go with something different with the story, and I do like movies that want to be different and strange. Like, some of my favorite movies, like Swiss Army Man and Enemy, are just strange and bonkers. But the reason those films were that good is because they also had cohesive stories and characters I can get behind. This movie, unfortunately, doesn't have those two things. Now, if you're in for a movie that's weird and messy and you're curious to check it out, then okay, have fun. But if you do want to see a weird story with a cohesive story and good character development, you're not going to get that here. I'm going to give Spiderhead a C-. So guys, those are my thoughts on Spiderhead. If you've seen the movie, what did you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this review, please click down here and subscribe to my channel and leave a like so that you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.